Bismillah Rahman Rahim. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, I would like to greet all of you in the greeting words of peace. We say it in the Arabic language of Assalamu Alaikum. But in English, right, in the English language, it's actually a prayer of peace be upon you. And the reason why I go over that is because we were robbed of our language. You all know that Malcolm said that we were robbed of our name, our language, our religion, our culture. And all of these are a science. These sciences are important for a people to be able to survive, right? What I'm here to talk to you about is some books that I wrote, and I'm going to say right now that I'm not selling, but I'm telling, right? I'm not selling, but I'm telling, because what we're about to go into is what I wrote in 2024, which was called the inescapable famine. What's about to come down on America, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said that it will be the worst famine that has ever been written of in the annals of history. And what I'm trying to get our people to understand is that we need to grow food in our backyard. We need to grow food in our apartment with a vertical garden. However you can grow food, we need to grow that food, and then we need to come together and trade in a food market. Also, another book that I wrote, and these are all related. This one is called How to Survive a Heat Wave in the Hood. Now, what we're going to be experiencing, we're feeling it, and it feels good right now. But in the future, what we're going to be experience is a heat wave, but this heat wave is going to be filled with humidity. The summers, the heat in the summers are going to be longer, and they're going to be more intense, but the problem is that they're going to be filled also with humidity, which will not allow our bodies to sweat, which is the natural way to cool off. Just like you feel this breeze right now, when you sweat and that breeze hits that sweat, it cools your body down. But when you have a situation where you have humidity, you're not able to allow the body to release that heat. So what we have to do, and all of these are advocating for our community to come together, because we're going to have to look out for our elderly. We're going to have to look out for our handicapped, because in our communities, they're 10 to 20 times hotter than they are in the suburbs. And the reason why is because our communities are comprised of mostly concrete, steel, and glass. All of these type of elements absorb the heat. And even at nighttime, we're not being able to relieve of the heat because they just radiate the heat even during the night. So the last one, of course, is grow food at home. And a lot of us, and I'm gonna put these down, a lot of us have been socially engineered. Who all knows what that word means? Another word for socially engineered is that we have been manipulated into abandoning growing food. If you remember Ma and Pa, at least they made grapes, you know what I'm saying? And then as children, we would just step on the grapes and they would make jam, right? Somebody was growing grapes, another person was growing beans. But think about it nowadays. How many of our people are growing anything?
Nobody.
And this is at the very same time that our food is being, I mean, you really can't even call it food today because it's genetically modified. And so you'll get a watermelon or you'll get grapes and they don't have a seed in them. Now, what I need us to understand, especially us men and women too, but I'll start with us men, is that the sperm rate in black men has dropped dramatically. And this is not by accident. For our black women, I want you all to think about this. Our black women are dying in childbirth. And our black children are dying in the first year of life. None of this is by accident, and none of this is something that is unavoidable. But what has happened is that we have been socially engineered to be totally dependent on a system that don't care about us. We've been socially engineered to depend on a system that has already shown us that it doesn't even want our vote anymore. And if you don't want the vote, then that means you don't even really want us to be a citizen. And if we don't want to be a citizen, then just go down the line and you can see what's going to happen. If you think that what's going on over there in Palestine won't come here, then damn, what the hell is going on? Because we are not that far from slavery. We're not that far from Jim Crow. We're not that far from chain gangs. Now we got a prison industrial complex. All of this is by design. So we have a t-shirt, from my garden to my table, sowing seeds of security. We want the community to get behind the campaign that all of us as a community are going to grow food, and if we're not going to grow food, we're going to at least be a part of a collective that will help us survive what's about to come. And that is, and I'll close it with this, the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad wrote a book called The Fall of America. He said that America is falling, and it's falling because of divine chastisement. This divine chastisement that's coming upon America is because of the treatment of the black man and black woman. If we look at the scriptures talk about us being brought into a strange land among strange people. And we can definitely say that the animals that you see here in America are not the same animals that you see over in Africa. So we're in a strange land, and we're among some strange people. So I'll wrap it up with this and say, brothers and sisters, we got to come together. Everything that you read in the scriptures is talking about us, the black man and woman. We're the 400 years, we've been in America 400 years under strange people in a strange land, right? Like Daniel, our names have been changed. Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego. We're wearing Mr. Round, Mr. Walcott, Mr. Roundtree. Those are not our names. The language that I'm communicating with you with is the English language. We were robbed of our language. And where is that in the book? That's in the book of Daniel. Where's the part where we were sold by our own? It's in the book of Joseph. Where is it that we were in a valley of dry bones and we were full of despair? That's in Ezekiel. This is all fitting the black man and woman like a glove. So what does it say about what will happen after that 400 years? It says that God would come and God would judge that nation and bring his people out. In the book of Revelations, there is a call from God. He said, come out of her, my people. Be not partakers of her sins and her what? Plagues. Plagues are now coming up on America. Plagues as far as disease, plagues as far as weather, plagues as far as even attitudes of people. People are just losing their mind. So, with that, brothers and sisters, may God continue to bless you. I want each and every one of you who are interested in learning more about the Nation of Islam, come over and sign my book, put your name and number in there, and we're going to contact you and invite you out to some meetings. Also, I have my books over there and some Final Call newspapers as well. God bless. Assalamu alaikum.